Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our monthly mindfulness session for October of Mindfulness from the Fisherman's Chapel. I'm Kelly, and as usual, I have a couple of meditations to take you through before we finish for the evening, as usual, around a half an hour session, and we really hope it's useful. So, if you'd like to find a comfortable space, whether it be chair or lying down, however you feel most comfortable, and close your eyes if you wish. We're going to start with a 12-minute meditation. It's called the G.R.A.C.E practice, and it's a moment to engage in self-care. As usual, I got the mindfulness meditations from mindful.org. This particular one was taken from a mindful live session by Michelle Maldonado, who was discussing resilience for divided times with the magazine's editor. It's actually a practice that was created by a Buddhist teacher. So it's an acronym that guides us, G.R.A.C.E. And just saying the name alone, grace, invites the body and the mind to soften along with the heart. So I invite you now to find a comfortable position for your body. If you're seated in a chair, and place your feet flat on the floor. Just allowing your spine to elongate. And find harmony between being alert and being relaxed. You may either choose to close your eyes or cast them in a downward gaze. We begin now by taking a few long, deep breaths in and out, just to allow the body and mind to settle. So G stands for gathering attention. Let's take a moment to gather your attention. You may place your attention on the sound or sensation of your breath. With a softened gaze, you may also choose to focus on an object or a particular sound. Sometimes it's useful to have options for where to place our attention for focused periods of time. And this is known as a home base. It's a comfortable space where you can place and gather your attention. So just formulating that safe space in your mind. R stands for recalling intention. Perhaps it's why you're here today. Maybe the intention is simply to be open, to discover new ways to be resilient and to engage in some self-care. And whatever that may be for you, you're invited to recall your intention now. And then just allow it to dissipate or drop like seeds in soil, waiting for the fertilizer. As you recall and set your intention, allow yourself to let go of it. We don't maintain our intention or focus our intention. We set it as a gift to ourselves. A stands for attuning to self and others. First, let's focus on attuning to ourselves by taking the next moment to do a brief body scan. We're checking in with the body. And how is it feeling? Where do you notice any sensations? Or are there none at all? See if you can notice the type of sensations that might be present. Could it be tightness, tingling, or any neutrality? Just notice where those sensations are and then label them. The next step is to think about attuning to others. In any kind of situation, conversation, or condition, we're attuned to others. We walk through the world alive, interconnected, and interdependent. So it's important for us to first attune to ourselves and to take the quality of presence and awareness out into the world as we attune to and with others. So for this practice, this step might be attuning to those around you and see what it feels like to bring awareness to this space. C stands for considering what would serve. We consider what would serve in reminding ourselves that self-care is not selfish. It's actually one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves and others, because we cannot give from an empty well. In this next moment, I invite you to be curious and open about what would really serve you, your self-care, and your capacity for resilience. What else might be needed to support you best? And finally, E stands for ethical ending and engagement. Bringing the mind at least one wise action you can take. Perhaps you can return to your reflection on what would serve. Maybe there's one first step you can take here. And what might that be? And as you consider that, just notice what it feels like. Now taking a deep breath in and out, begin to feel your feet on the floor and your body on the chair. Just bring awareness back to the room and around you. Taking a deep breath in and out, just for a few moments, focusing on the breath, bringing that attention as always back to the breath and centering ourselves again before we move on to the next stage of our meditation. So in this meditation, we're going to practice deepening our awareness. So we bring our attention back to feeling the position of your body as you consciously invite these moments of meditation. Bring intentionality and commitment to these moments of practice. And begin with a few very deep breaths, sensing into the sensations of breathing in and out. Notice the rising and falling of your belly as you breathe deeply down into your diaphragm, expanding as you breathe in, and then sensing into the contraction and collapsing of your belly as you breathe out. Bring your full attention to this moment, to the sensations of your body as it breathes. If a position other than sitting is more appropriate for your body in this moment, it's completely fine to find another position that's right for you. Perhaps you'd rather lie down. In whatever position, just notice the points of contact between your body and the bed or the floor or the chair, whether it be mediated through that chair or coming to sense your awareness through the impressions of contact. Notice the sensations of your feet on the ground, if indeed they are, the soles of your feet, your bottom, your ankles. Let's bring attention to those points of contact between the ground beneath you and your body. And as you do so, perhaps sense the support that exists for you in this moment and these impressions of contact with the earth. You might gently scan up from the region of your sit bones through to your core, up through your chest. Let's check in with your body at this moment. As you breathe in and breathe out, notice if there are any places where you're holding in any tension. The invitation is to rest in these moments as you breathe out and breathe in, noticing that you're alive. Just invite a sense of rest and letting go. See if you can bring more of your focused attention to the specific sensations of breathing that are most salient and prominent to you in this moment. Just rest your mind on the sensations of sitting and breathing as you breathe in and breathe out. Invite your mind to rest on these sensations, noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. Just follow along with them as closely as possible as you complete a cycle of breathing in while noticing the point of beginning the in-breath while attending to the sensations of breathing. Rest in the sensations of breathing and sitting. See if you can bring your attention to the activity of the mind in this moment. Consciously invite an examination of focusing in on thoughts that may arise as you invite these moments of sitting. Bring mindful awareness to thoughts as you think. You're gently appreciating that this is what the mind does. If any thought arises, the invitation is simply to notice that your mind is thinking and let it go with a gentle appreciation of the fact that you recognize that the thought had arisen for you. With gentle compassion, notice the thoughts. See if you can practice simply letting the thought go and bringing your attention back to that point of contact as you choose where you can feel the sensations of breathing in and breathing out, anchored in your body in this moment. May assist you as you're practicing awareness of thoughts to simply notice any thoughts that arise or any thinking. Allow yourself to notice anything that is arising in the mind, whether it be a thought, emotion, or sensation. See if you can just notice. Simply notice whatever thoughts arise, and with this practice, intentionally invite letting go of the thought and coming back into conscious attending to the sensations of breathing in and breathing out. And just sit here like this for a moment or two. If thoughts arise, as they will from time to time, with this practice we're developing the capacity to meet what arises with gentle, friendly compassion. As you notice a thought, The invitation is to see the mindful moment as the moment when you become aware. That even as you have invited yourself to rest in the sensations of breathing, the mind is engaged in thought. Without being harsh or severely critical of yourself, gently and with compassion, simply note that you're thinking and bring your attention back to the sensations of breathing and sitting. Let's really rest in the ease of this moment. It may assist you as you work on becoming more mindful of thinking to imagine each thought as a cloud appearing in a blue sky. You might imagine that as this thought arises, a cloud comes together. You notice it, gently allow it to drift on by, just as you might notice a cloud passing in the sky. Another visualization that's often part of traditional teachings is to imagine thoughts as a stream of water, or thoughts as what might arise in the stream of water that you might be witnessing. You might see a leaf or a twig gently floating by. If you imagine your deeper mind as a stream or being an energy itself, any thoughts, sensations, or emotions that arise might be seen as a twig or a leaf just floating along. You don't want to grab the twig or the leaf, but simply allow it to float on by, just as we're working to allow our thoughts to float on by and dissolve. They'll be here again when we're ready to take them up into our lives, but for these moments we're practicing noticing, recognizing the arising of thought, and gently bringing our attention back to the sensations of sitting and being with the breath. As we draw this meditation to a close, gently notice any way in which the body is experiencing its own well-being in this moment. You might place one hand over the heart in a gesture of self-compassion and appreciation for the body in this moment. The body-mind system and the energy of being present that has accompanied you in your experience of this meditation moment. Whether you've struggled or whether you're rested in calm, bring a sense of genuine gratitude to that within you that has allowed you to take these moments for yourself and for your greater awareness. Awareness that may support you in being more rightly and more richly with others in the world. May you be well on the journey of this day. May you be safe. May you be at ease. May you be brave. We're gently bringing our focus back to our breath if we've moved away from that. So we're focusing on the in-breath and the out-breath for a couple of minutes. Now we're going to start to gently bring our attention back to the room, noticing sounds around us. Noticing sensations. If you wish, just bring your hands up to your eyes and gently start to open your eyes, readjusting to the light. And then bring your hands down. And before we go, we'll just close in prayer as usual. So anyone who would like to, please do join me. Close your eyes again if you'd like to. Just be with the word. And anyone who would rather, as usual, please feel free to send your love and thoughts to anyone instead. So we shall pray. Lord Jesus, thank you for the gift of life. Each season is special and beautiful in your timing, and I praise you, Jesus, for teaching me to embrace each one. In the midst of this current season, these current circumstances, I desperately need the wisdom that can only come from you. I need you to calm my hurried heart, my worried heart. The hustle and the bustle can cause my spirit to sink. When I know your plan is to soar, will you usher in the wings of your strength? Will you calm my attitude in the midst of the rush? Will you prompt me to slow down when needed? As the God of the universe living inside of me, the author of peace that can't be comprehended, please give me your tranquility to experience fully, and I'll praise your holy name. Amen. So thanks everyone for joining us for another month of mindfulness. We shall see you as usual, fourth Sunday of the month, so that will be the end of November. And do feel free to join us and spread the word. And we hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful month. Thanks. Bye.